Well, when this typhoon came, it wasn't that impressive. It started off as a weak, low pressure area, not strong winds, no strong rains, and look what it turned to. And it's still lingering up to now, July 22. It's unbelievable. Everything is just unpredictable. And this one is wreaking havoc in Metro Manila right now. Lots of flood. So yesterday, everybody thought the weather was clearing up, and if you check my vlog yesterday, you could see that the school kids have gone back to school. And midday, everything changed. Everybody had to, even people at work had to go home. But this time, everything is worse compared to the previous days. Oh well. Despite the technologies, they were not able to predict this one. They allowed the children to go back to school. Everything was normal yesterday morning. So they weren't able to predict it. Let's lay down the good and the bad. I think I've mentioned what the bad is. And you're going to say, what's good about this? Well, it's cold. It is cold. You don't even have to open the fence. Actually, you could even go without an aircon. Amazing. Oh, now you've heard about what I've mentioned regarding a lot of cars in our subdivision. Apparently there's a big story behind it, and the board of directors are currently working out a solution. We are going to walk towards the river. Hello, good morning. Good. Well, what's good about this? The bread vendor is here. The other one isn't. So I'll just have to buy bread from this one when we come back. So we'll walk towards the river and check the height, the level. So the highest it went up to yesterday was 18.7 meters. But now it's down to about 18 point something. Cold today. Might be wondering how come I'm crossing this side. Well, this is muddy, but no problem with umbrella. On the opposite side, I keep on avoiding those overhanging plants. Branches. Oh well, we'll see. No classes today. I'm not sure if work was suspended also. So with the weather, I think there's another low pressure area that's causing the other storm, which has left power, to sort of come back or something. Man. All these unusual weather patterns. Actually, I don't think it's really unusual. It's just that we know more about it now. But this sort of thing has been happening before. Awareness is just causing more problem in our brain. And the question is, how long have we been recording weather patterns? Maybe it's only been the last 100 years or so. And to think that, like radar was only invented in the 1940s. So radar and all of this technology had only come into effect within the past 70 years. And of course, it's been a big help. I was thinking before I left the house, did I leave something or forget something? Turns out that I did. Forgot to bring my towel. Anyway, it's a cool day. And look at the traffic. And no people at the bridge. Normally, watching the river had been sort of a pastime for young people, especially when there's a calamity. Look at this guy. But right now, looks like nothing sensational. Several reasons why we are walking towards Marikina. First, to check out the river. Two, to see what the conditions are, especially at those places beside the river. You know, that special place that I always walk to. Let's see if it had been affected by the 18.7 meters. That's the highest the river rose to last night, or early morning today. So we'll check that out. Then of course we'll buy our food and possibly buy vape. So this checkpoint is still active. So this is for the QC area. And after you cross the bridge, you have the San Mateo area. No cyclists today. Wow. The name of the commander in charge is Batoon. B-A-T-O-O-N. Batoon. So, nothing unusual here. Yeah, it's a little bit high. It's a little bit high. And if you recall, there's a lower area that's been covered now by water. Yeah. See, the lower portion has been covered. So that's 18 meters then. So that's 18 meters. Okay. The lower footpath is now flooded. That is strong. Oh boy. What's good about this is it's flowing rapidly downstream. Okay, so it's also bridged. So once, yeah, that's how it is. Water will always find its level. So the water had already breached that portion and had gone inside. This should be dry because there's a barrier. And the house underneath has, oh man, that's flooded. Waist deep. Oh, that's waist deep. Waist deep. I wonder how it is on the opposite side. Check it out. So if you remember this warehouse that they're building, let's see, has this been breached? Yep, it's also been breached. And the warehouse is a little bit higher. And that's fine. Okay. This portion here is dry. Now if you recall Ondoy, now that was bad. The water level had breached the bridge back then. So all of these houses were submerged in water. And at that time, the water level had gone to 25 or 26 meters. That was bad. Huh? See? Still dry here. Gone up and built a makeshift tent. Wow. So they've made a makeshift tent beside the sidewalk. Finished business. The sidewalk that had not been finished. Jeez. Oh man. So we'll just walk along the main road. So this place is high. Now if you check the topography, this place is about 60 feet above sea level. Sea level being Manila Bay. That's sea level. So Ondoy was one of those unusual situations wherein Manila Bay was high tide, and I don't know whether high tide can go as high as 60 feet. Weird, isn't it? And the dam, they opened the dam, and of course river from the mountains were all going down to Marikina River. And the suspicion was they closed the floodgates that goes to Manila or Laguna de Bay. Laguna de Bay. Yeah. Some people here too. Motorbike was speeding and then suddenly he slowed down when he went through some potholes. I don't think that was a good idea. Oh wow. If he was behind him, he could have created an accident. Look at this. Haro, haro. Wonder what that is. 79 bucks. for 2 pieces of chicken and rice. Oh, interesting. That is interesting. You could hardly walk on the sidewalk. So this is the sidewalk, but the road is higher than the sidewalk. Then suddenly there's a post with a sign, then a bus stop. This part is okay right now, but during school days they could be filled with people and you couldn't walk through. Then you have to step down. No matter what the situation is, let's see. My hunch is everything is fine. I need to buy pepper, black pepper. I can't believe I have a lot of curry, chili powder, but no black pepper. Huh? That's really funny. Oh man, check this out. If you recall, there were hardly any vehicles parked here before. So since they park it here, that means this is higher. So they've even placed the heavy equipment here. Heavy equipment. Oh man, oh man. Oh wow. Oh man. Huh. Looks like this had been breached last night. Should we continue walking? No. Don't think that's possible. So, looks like at 18.7 meters. Jesus Christ, it's really muddy. So, we'll have to turn. Walk out of here. Okay. Jeez. So I turned back and I hope this road would lead me back to the main road. Yeah, all mud that came from the river. So at 18.7 meters, which was the highest early morning, it had reached. Yeah. And they're cleaning that up. It had reached this portion. .7 meters. Why does this look unusual? Look at this. Oh man, man. Don't think I've walked here before. Oh, man, that's so cool. Oh. Oh. So this is Banaba Street. Higher. Road is slowly going higher. That house had been abandoned. Wow. How the heck? Not really high. But how does a vehicle enter that road? That garage? Huh. Baluba. Balubad. Hi. Morning. So now we get Meralco going around Bayaba. And this is walkable. One thing certain, it's very muddy. I have to walk carefully. Walk carefully. Why does everything look okay? As long as it doesn't rain real hard, that would raise the water level at the river. The road is garbage. Okay? See what happens if you leave it outside. Okay. So this portion is safe. So what's important is they just keep the space, the ground floor space open without any appliances or anything, and everything should be on the second floor. Pastor Dada. What name? Dada. Maybe if we had some sort of a what's that device, you could measure the height, so we could check how high this place is. Now approaching the school. Now you have to remember that in these places, the school is the evacuation center. So I wonder if this place had to be evacuated. Ah, okay. A while ago I was a bit disoriented, but yeah. So that place where I came from, that's lower. But this is higher. And this is why they built the evacuation center here. No mud, all clean. So this is the only area where you could see garbage, heaps of them on the sidewalk. Heaps and heaps. Heaps and heaps of garbage. This is probably the second time oh, yeah. But this is worse. This is the second time I've walked through this road with heaps of, remember this is Marikina, this is not supposed to happen. So this is rather unique. And even if you look at the alleyways, there's also garbage. Wow. Oh man. Crazy. Oh man. You're probably wondering how come I zigzag. Oh, well. Oh man, check this out. See that? Unbelievable. And this is the poorer community of Marikina. And so if you see people rummaging through the dirt of poor people, the sidewalk is good again, and we could now walk on the sidewalk. The water treatment facility, I wonder if that's a project of Marikina, or they use the funds of national government. There's a bit of a mist hovering. You wonder what's causing the mist, no? Interesting. You might even mistake it as a fog or something. Most trusted by doctors and moms. If that tree over here is a siniguelas. Looks familiar. We get closer to the main road. The houses are getting better. Nice. Okay, look at that. Even the living room is air conditioned. Guy. That guy is really old, or just really worn out. Look at all the motorbikes all parked here. Oh, wow, wow, wow. They made this into a parking area. Oh. So I guess there's an exemption today. They just they made this wide enough so that people can park on it. Huh. Oh wow. Uh-huh. On the other side too. Okay. Woohoo! Nothing is spared. There's no vape. Woo! The only place you could walk on, but you couldn't. Huh. I mean, they could have at least parked a little bit closer. Okay, that guy was able to get through. Okay. The crowd, yeah. Oh, yeah. Man! There's one other vape shop a little bit further away. Let's see how it goes. So I bought some food until tomorrow supply. Just have to make okay, what can we do? I mean, we're forced to walk on the road. They're also using the parking space of these establishments. $18.7 meters. That's why it's critical. Wow. Suddenly there's a wind blowing. Earlier it was just rain. Now there's wind, making it colder. Roasted chicken. Oh man, unbelievable. The tip of my umbrella just hit the signboard. Just to show you, if you're a tall person, you gotta fall. Lounge. So microblading, micropigmentation. Whatever that is. I don't really need to buy the vape now. I still have some of those old pods. Don't want to waste them. So, let's see. If the weather clears up later, maybe. Nope. No one at Burger King. Let's check Chow King. Same with Chow King. Oh no. Let's see. Jollibee. Yep, Jollibee is fine. Jollibee is always fine. Amazing. Looks like their parking lot is being used. might think, wow, they have a lot of customers. Unfortunately, they're only using the parking lot. Some people are happy. I could hear happy people behind me. Let's see, by the time we get back, the grocery is open. But the food establishments here are closed. And what's amazing, Quezon City is cheaper than Marikina. So back in the day, thinking about those food establishments, carinderias were different from turo-turo. Nowadays, the turo-turo had been replaced by carinderias. So turo-turo is a place where you could eat. That's a turo-turo. There's a bench, table, or a platform where you could eat, and point, turo-turo. Carinderias are normally places where they only sell food. Narrator. Still the same. So the level at 6 o'clock in the morning, or 5:30 in the morning, and at 7 o'clock, still the same. Or it could have gone lower. Yeah, looks like it had gone lower, slightly lower. Let's pass by the grocery and buy some stuff.